Hi, today is the 14th of March 2021, and this is a look back for the week starting the 8th of March 2021. So every week, Zimmer and Peacock, we like to do a podcast and video log for our news. And so we're just going to do that little summary of this week. So one of the pieces of news we put out there this week is we've been supporting a new client, and we were sort of answering some questions about delamination, whether these electrodes would delaminate or not. And so we made a little video for them where we did effectively a tape test, where we kind of put tape over our screen printed electrodes, and then we will pull the tape off. And this was a pretty strong tape, and the tape actually broke before the electrodes would actually delaminate or peel away. So it really did sort of demonstrate how tough the electrodes were. So as I say, we were supporting a new client. We wanted to sort of have a discussion with them about delamination, and it was pretty evident to us that the electrodes were so tough that in fact it broke the tape. So that was just something that we put out there this week. Something else that we put out there this week was we have a ZP developer zone, and every Thursday at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. London time, we do a webinar, and these webinars are often in response to ZP Developer Zone members. So ZP Developer Zone members, they kind of log into the site, they get into one of the forums, they maybe ask a question, and if we think the question looks interesting enough for the sort of wider community on the ZP Developer Zone, we do a little webinar around it. So this week we did a webinar about how to make or how to try and make more reproducible biosensors in a lab setting. So you'll see if you go onto the website that we've got a link to where the webinar is every Thursday. So if you're interested in being part of that live streaming webinar, 8 a.m. London time every Thursday, then please join the ZP Developer Zone. You'll find and as I say, that you can get to that webinar via that website. Something else that we were doing, we were supporting another client who was adopting our hypervalue electrodes, and they were having connection problems. They were using a third-party connector. So rather than leaving them struggling with it, we actually ended up rapidly prototyping them a quick connector for them, which sort of, it's something we're quite capable of doing at Zimmer and Peacock, because we do have not a lot, but we have electronic and mechanical engineers. So even though we're a biosensor company, we have biologists, chemists, material scientists, electronic engineers, mechanical engineers, biomedical engineers, production engineers. So we do have a wide technical capability within the business. So it was quite straightforward for us to rapidly make that new client a connector for their hypervalue screen printed electrodes. Also this week, we have been having a support in Indonesia. So we have quite a large community in Indonesia. It's really well supported by the ZP Asia team. And so this week they were delivering the Anapot EIS into Indonesia, and it was really great because they delivered the item, they delivered the potentiostat, they trained the guys, and they also did an interview as well with the team in Indonesia. So that was something that the ZP Developer Zone had also been up to this week. Also this week, we've taken on a new, or we're accessing a new 4,000 square meter facility, and as part of that, we're making something like €500,000 worth of investment in hardware, and so we had some new instruments coming in this week. So we put a few pictures up on the internet about that as well. So that was our new kind of capex. And then finally, we did some videos and training courses on electrochemistry in the kitchen. So at Zimmer and Peacock, we have quite a nice collaboration with ADI, Analog Devices. It's a large semiconductor company. And then also linked to that, we also have a collaboration with PalmSense. And so what we've done here is We've done a video and training module on detection of vitamin C and ascorbic acid in orange juice. So there's a training course on the ZP Academy. So it's definitely worth taking a look at that. If you are a member of the developer zone, or you obviously collaborate with Zimmer and Peacock and you want to take a look at this module, then let us know. If you buy the screen printed electrodes, this module becomes absolutely free. This module is linked then to some hardware. So on our website, you'll find that we do a pack of 200 screen printed electrodes and the Sensit Smart. And what's nice about that is that you can get the hardware quite readily from Zimmer and Peacock. All the chemicals that you need to do this experiment are actually available from the local kind of grocery store. There's nothing too fancy in what we're doing. And then so this is a. And then in this module, one of our scientists and engineers, Anna, she makes up 3 solutions. She electrochemically characterizes those 3 solutions, and then we're able to kind of say that in orange juice, if you do the voltammetry of orange juice, there's a large oxidation wave, and it's actually due to the vitamin C and ascorbic acid. So we kind of show you how to do the experiment and then explain the outcome of the experiment. Also, then we actually can also provide the hardware to the experiment. So if I was to summarize it, it's been a fairly busy week. So we've been busy on tape testing our electrodes. We've been busy on doing webinars for our ZP Developer Zone. We've been making new connectors for some of our clients. We've been allowing the ZP Developer Zone to ask questions, and then we do a webinar specifically for it. We've been buying new capital equipment because we're making a large investment and increasing our production capability. And then finally, a kind of big change from the production of biosensors. We're showing people how to get involved in electrochemistry, even if it's just using orange juice, vinegar, and salt in the kitchen. So if you've got any questions from Zimmer Peacock, delighted to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll be doing the vlog and the podcast same time next week. Okay, thanks very much.